Hello there! Okay, messed up the first video. Let's do this again. So I was watching a bunch of Five Nights at Freddy's videos, theories, whatnot. Played Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Um, and I have some things that kind of contradict what Game Theory says. One, who you play as in Five Nights at Freddy's 4, the main character. So when you beat Night 1, you get in a minigame, correct? Yeah, that's correct. So, and then you play as a little kid. And you're in his bedroom, everyone presumes, and da 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 da, bed, pillow, little boy. Okay. Wow, I gave him a third arm for some reason. Hold on. Let me draw Fredbear really quick. Top hat. Okay. See that? No, I don't think you can see that. Hold on. Still horrible. Yeah, I'm not a good drawer. But let's see if the camera. Oh fuck. Oh hey, look! It didn't stop. Whatever. Work, dang you! So you see, that's. Hold on, let me point things out. Like, I can't even see what I'm doing. This right here is his dresser. This is his bed with Fredbear. That's him. And then there are the little toy animatronics I can't draw. Then there's his door. That doesn't make any sense because when you actually play the game, his room looks more like this. Hold on, I'm drawing. Hold on. The bed goes there, not the door. Bed, Freddy Fazbear, closet door. Okay, let's see if I could do this. That's what his room looks like. A door here, a closet, the bed. How do you mess your own room up? You don't. I mean, really now. You can't. You could probably ask any little kid what his room looks like, and I doubt he's going to say there's more than one door when it doesn't have more than one door. Another thing game theorists said is that the main character is the character the little kid who was bitten. Well, according to the bedroom, that's not right either. I mean, when you walk around the kid's house, there's no other room with that design with the two doors on the side, as if it's like in the middle of a hallway. I've seen houses like that with rooms with two doors, but it's not the same design. Anyways, skipping that topic. So there's no way you're playing as a little kid who got bit. Maybe you're playing one of his friends who went to the party who's also afraid of the animatronics, which would explain why he already sees them in a horror form. And when you're at the birthday party, when the little boy gets bit in the end, sorry if you haven't seen this, I'll put spoiler alert on the name of the title. When you see him get bit, everyone stops laughing. Right? Yeah. So that would explain how on that night, the only opponent, blah, 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 person you have to worry about is Golden Freddy. Or Fredbear, or whatever you want to call him. Because that's who the little kid now fears the most. He's the one who he saw hurt another child. It's kind of like you see a room full of adults, and then you see one hurt a child. You're obviously going to fear that one the most. You already fear all of them, but he has the most amount of fear now. That's how that works. And people say, when you turn around, sometimes you see the IV bag and pills and whatnot. Well, I have nothing to say about that. I really don't. Like the pills, maybe the kid, ADD, I don't know. Crazy imagination. Who knows? Maybe his parents knows he's insane. Another theory, well, that's not a theory, it's kind of proven. No, not really. Don't listen to me. Another thing that I found out is when you're playing the minigame, night 3, because 2 is when you're locked in Fredbear's family diner. In night 3, the minigame, you get to walk around. You get to walk outside Fredbear's diner. You get to walk around, and then you get to walk back into your house, right? Well, when you're walking around Fredbear Diner, what happens is you see a bunch of little kids. You could talk and interact with them, blah, blah, blah. Well, one of the kids has a plush trap in his hands. When you walk up to him, he's like, "This is my toy plush trap. My daddy says I should make sure I don't pinch my fingers. Sometimes my daddy calls them finger trap." So, that either makes me think one, that kid grows up to be Purple Man because the game is based in like 19 something something before the bite of 87. Let's just leave it at that. Yeah, because there's no way that this game was based on the bite of 87. It would make no sense. Number 2 is based on in 87. There's no way Fredbear caused the bite of 87. Now, they did say something happened at the old Fredbear Diner where they had to close down. So, most people believe it was that mini game, Bring Them Cake mini game, and it's where the kid got killed outside the restaurant. But it could be because Fredbear bit off another kid's head. I don't know, just saying. I mean, because the murder didn't happen in their thing, so they can't really be blamed for it. They really can't. Did it happen near the restaurant? Yeah, but that's like saying, I don't know, someone was hit by someone beat up some kid near my house, and I'm being able to be sued for it because it was by my house. They weren't inside my house, so I mean, there's no way they could blame me. Same thing with Fredbear Family Diner. They couldn't blame the restaurant for the kid's murder. They could try, but it wouldn't work out. They were not supposed to watch that kid. The kid was not under their care. It's a family restaurant, not a daycare. You can't just leave your kid parked outside of it. So that's probably the reason Fredbear Family Diner had to close down, because the main character, Fredbear, bit off a kid's head. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I'd close a restaurant down if someone bit off another kid, something bit off a kid's head. Yeah, I would. Then I would sell the parts, trying to see how much money I could get. Tooth that was enlarged in his. No, anyways, changing subjects before I get in trouble. So either one, that kid grows up to be Plush Trap, or two, I mean, the purple guy, and then R2. I had something. Or his dad or older brother or something or his dad is the purple guy, because that would make sense, because he would understand the danger of the Springtrap animatronic. The second thing I had against game theory is the fact that, sorry, I was checking my phone battery percent. The fact that phone guy is not the purple guy. One, in the save them minigame, you walk around as Freddy, and you know, you walk around as the animatronics. Or was it just Freddy in that one? I think it was just Freddy. And then, you know, purple guy comes out, dismantles you. Well, it's not a phone in his hand. Because remember, you have to think about, in the fourth game, they said there's a issued hand crank. It could be that hand crank. And he used it to take apart Freddy's suit, and so on and so forth. The second thing is, purple guy, phone guy, was recording those tape cassettes in the fourth game for new employees, so on and so forth. He would not be the only one who knew of A, the back room, and 2, how to use the suit animatronics. It wouldn't make any sense if he was the only one who knew, if he was recording them for new employees. Ah, man. Sorry, I just got done watching someone else play Five Nights at Freddy's 4. That game still gets me. Keep hearing things. I'm going insane. So yeah, that's two things going against him. The third is he made a reference to the first game about how he said he's going to hide in the back room or not hide. He's going to hold out in the back room and, try to live through the night. Well, the thing about that is, um, I've heard, I'm not sure if this is true, but one of my friends told me that Scott made Five Nights at Freddy's and did not plan on making more games. It was not his original plan. Even if that's not true, the thing is still good. So if that is true, the fact that he never had a sequel, a third game, or a fourth game in mind, then how would he be able to reference to the fourth game in the first? He wouldn't be able to because he wouldn't have known. Secondly, this is after all the cassette tapes. This is all the training tapes, I mean. This is after the bite of 87. You're brand new. There is no way he would expect you to know of the back secret room that has no cameras pointed to it and that the animatronics cannot enter. There's no way he would know about it. The second thing about that, because even if Scott, planned on making a second game and my friend is wrong, he would have told you about the secret back room. Even then, he wouldn't expect you to know about it right away. You're brand new, and he never told you about it. Another thing is, he said, I've always wondered what was in those empty heads back there. Now, when you're playing the game in the third game and you see him jump into the Springtrap suit, Springtrap is the only animatronic in that room. There is no spare heads, there are no spare suits, there's nothing else. So that would imply that that is the wrong room. He says, I've always wondered what is in those spare heads. There were no spare heads in that room. In the back room in the first game, where when you die it shows, or the backstage with all the masks and the endoskeleton sitting there, that is the back room he means, because it has all the spare heads. There's no other way he would try to tell you he'd try to hold out. Another thing is, actually, no, that's about it. The thing with the purple guy, pink guy, whatever you want to call him, in the Foxy minigame in Game 2, he just doesn't seem the same, if you understand what I mean. Because in the Save Them, he seems tall and thin. But in the Foxy one, he seems a bit smaller. Don't want to say the F word at all. A bit more built. Yeah, he's not like brrr, but he seems to have more meat on his bones than the first one. And then the one in the third game, he has a completely different body shape too. So I've always wondered why that was a thing, why Scott would make their body designs different. It could be three different people. Like maybe the one in the Save Them minigame was the phone guy. Maybe the one in the Foxy minigame. Or maybe the one in the Save Them minigame was like a cop or something. And that object in his hand, a gun or a weapon or those nightsticks, those beat sticks that they have. Yeah, those are kind of cool. Not really. I've never had experiences with them, but they seem like they hurt. So I don't want to mess with those. But it could have been something like that. And then the Foxy minigame, that pink guy, I could totally see him being phone guy. It would make sense. Because his love for Foxy, blah blah blah. And another thing, how he says the puppet was Purple Guy's first victim, and how the phone guy doesn't like it. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure when you see a scary doll that doesn't blink, that's always seems to be smiling at you, you'd be kind of creeped out too. I mean, creepy, crazy, right? What I just did there? Imagine that 24/7 kids around. I'd find that creepy. I find the puppet in general rather creepy. I could see why another person finds him creepy. Sorry, game theorist. But other than that, I have nothing. I'm a horrible drawer. I tried drawing his bedroom. I'm sorry. I'll have one of my friends draw it the way it should be, or meet one of my friends up who could help me edit videos, and I'll show you the actual pictures from the mini games themselves one day. Oh yeah, I don't want to do that though. I'm lazy, but I will because I'm nice and probably no one's watching it anyway, so who cares? But if you are watching it, and you like what I've come up with so far, and you'd like to see me do more stuff, like, subscribe, leave a comment if you'd like to see something specifically, a game, um, reaction, me doing something, but nothing weird though. Yeah, nothing weird. I'll do like a challenge or something. Yeah, except that 7 Up banana one, that's weird. I don't. I like bananas, and I kind of like 7 Up. I don't want to throw it up. Know what I mean? But yeah. Other than that, games I have: Call of Duty, Call of Duty 2, Assassin's Creed 3. I could play that online. Why am I still talking? I already told you guys to like and subscribe. This should be the end of the video. I'm sorry. You all have a wonderful night, day, afternoon, whatever time it is that you are watching this video, and see you next time.